Open your eyes and look around. Open your eyes. You see the very things that you read about coming true. Don't you realize the moments are near? Correct yourself in your affairs. He has made it crystal clear. These are the signs of the time.
Assalamu alaikum. Sunnah followers, new class, stay tuned.
Signs of the times. Enjoin the good and forbid the evil. Stay near to the clear and far away if it's unknown. It's based on knowledge, gentleness, and patience. Let's work on doing things and get it to the next level. Enjoin the good and forbid the evil. Stay near to the clear and far away if it's unknown. It's based on knowledge, gentleness, and patience. Let's work on doing things and get it to the next level. Enjoin the good and forbid the evil. Stay near to the clear and far away if it's unknown. It's based on knowledge, gentleness, and patience. Let's work on doing things and get it to the next level.
Assalamu alaikum. Sunnah Followers is excited to bring to our viewers another treat that will awaken, clarify, and widen our understanding of this beautiful way of life. We are excited to welcome Dr. Daniel Abdul Rahman McBride, who will be joining us each Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern for a special class geared to the new shahadas in facing contemporary issues of today. Dr. Daniel Abdul Rahman McBride is a renowned author of many books, including Who is Right, Who is Wrong, and Why, which is a comparison of Islam, Christianity, and Judaism. He has been featured on many popular programs as he breaks down Islam to the viewers from a lens of clarity. Stay tuned. Streaming on major platforms, channel Sunnah Followers. Assalamu alaikum. Sunnah Followers presents a new and exciting course to add to your Islamic learning and development. Interpretation in Living with the Quran, taught by Sheikh Saad Hassanin, considered to be one of the most accomplished scholars of Quranic science in the United States. He is a member of AMJA, the Assembly of Muslim Jurists of America. He holds a PhD in Islamic Studies, professor at IUM. His specialty is in 10 different styles of Quranic recitation and jurisprudence. Classes will be held every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, streaming right here on Sunnah Followers. Sunnah Followers presents a new upcoming class. Stay tuned. Sacred Bonds by Daryl Abdullah Kirk. Yes, Sacred Bonds, navigating the depths of Muslim matrimony and the family. You don't want to miss this one. Please stay tuned. Streaming on all major platforms right here on Sunnahfollowers.net. Assalamu alaikum. Get to know your Lord. First part of the Right Belief series by Sheikh Karim Abu Zaid. This dynamic literary work of art's main goal is to revive an understanding the names and attributes of Allah. And understanding the name and attributes of Allah will elevate our faith, strengthen us, and keep us steadfast. This wonderful book is now available in an audiobook format and can be found free of charge on YouTube, channel Karim Abu Zaid. Get to know your Lord. You have nothing to lose.
With Quran and Sunnah by your side, here's a place where it will thrive. You will make it through. You will make it through. The Fitrah is awake in you. With Quran and Sunnah on his side, here's a place where it will thrive. You will make it through. With Quran and Sunnah on his side, here's a place where it will thrive. You will make it through.
Okay, Ina alhamdulillah, wa salat, wa salam ala wa rasulullah. I first of all want to apologize for once again being late. I'm sorry, guys. It's just so hard for me to start this class on time because it seems like right around 5 o'clock is when everything gets to jumping off here, and I end up, wow, I got a class, and it just everything happens at hour before the class. So I apologize for being late, but I want to thank everybody for the patience. And one of the sisters here is typing how she likes that I'm late because it gives her time to get home from work. So there's good in everything. MashaAllah, Sister Amira, alhamdulillah. She says she likes me being late because she makes it home on time. Okay, good job. Well, I don't want you rushing, getting in a car accident or anything either. Subhanallah. And as you guys can see, I'm streaming not only on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn. I'm also streaming live on Twitter and Twitch and D Live. But as you can see, I got my Zoom room students here. These are my other students here in the Zoom room. I'm keeping this open so I can see because I don't know where Sister Fab May is, and just in case, I want to be able to.
I'm here. I just joined.
Oh, okay, good. Because we have.
Yeah, I was running late.
That's okay. Okay. Oh, let me give her moderator because we got a brother that keeps coming in here from the United Kingdom, trying to create fitna every day. I keep banning him. I don't know how he keeps coming back. I really don't. But if he comes in and we're ready for him now. Yeah, so that's why I had the Zoom room open so I could see. Okay, but alhamdulillah, guys, before I get started on today's lecture, and my background. Yes, thank you. By the way, I did put up a couple of advertisements. The new class this Sunday, inshallah, I'm going to start a new series called The Sacred Bonds. The Sacred Bonds. This is our class on marriage in Islam. And that's based on the book written by one of my students, Brother Daryl Kirk. And let me see if I can... oh, look at all this stuff I got here. Let me see if I can upload that book right quick, just so you guys can see it. I did post it up on YouTube. It's on Facebook. By the way, for those of you on YouTube, go to the community tab. Yes, that's where you can see all that stuff on the community tab on my YouTube channel. And also it's on, I did post it up on Twitter. This is the new class. Let me see here. Yeah, that's the book. It's called Sacred Bonds. You guys see it? This is the book, Sacred Bonds. You can order it from Amazon. It's only $13. And it covers Muslim marriage and family. Oh, yeah, it's over 300 pages. So it's not a little pamphlet. This is not a pamphlet on Islam. This is a book. It's a 300-page book. Okay, and it's only $13. And we're going to be covering this on Sundays, every Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, it talks about polygamy, all of that. And I know a lot of you sisters have been asking me to do another class, a class on marriage. Okay, I do have a series I did on how to find a righteous husband. Well, this is the book that we're going to be using for Muslim marriage and family. So make sure you guys go to Amazon.com. That's how the book looks. It's written by Daryl Abdullah Kirk, one of my students here. It's only $13. Order it today. And that way you will have it by Sunday. Sister Sabrine got a copy of hers already. Yeah. Sabrine, turn your camera. Let me show y'all how thick this book is too. So you can see it's not a pamphlet. You're not paying $13 for a little pamphlet. Hold on. Let me let you guys see the book from Sabrine. Sabrine, are you here? Sabrine. Oh, turn your camera on and show the people on YouTube the book, The Sacred Bonds.
Okay.
Yeah, you look at. She's gonna show y'all the book, so you can see you're not paying for a pamphlet. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people got a problem spending their money. They say, "Oh, I don't want to pay $13 for a 10-page pamphlet." This ain't no 10-page pamphlet. It's a 300-page book. What's going on, Sabrine?
I'm trying to flick it back on. Because I took it off of
Oh God.
Uh-huh.
Wait a minute. Okay, try it again. You wait a minute. Okay, try it now, Sabrine. There it is. Okay, let me show y'all. Okay, look. Okay, let me spotlight. Let me spotlight Sabrine so y'all can see. That's the book. Okay, hold it up a little higher. Open it up so they can see how it looks. Yeah, y'all see that? Turn to the side so they can see how thick it is. Y'all see that? It's not a pamphlet. And open it up so they can see the inside. Yeah, because they want to see what they paying their little money for. There you go. It's a real book. Y'all see that? It's not a pamphlet. Yeah. Yes, you go to Amazon. Okay, you can show them the front again. Yeah, so go see, it's a thick book. It's over 300 pages. It's called The Sacred Bonds. Sacred Bonds, Navigating the Depths of Muslim Matrimony and the Family. That's going to be my new class. It'll begin Sunday. It'll be Sundays at what's the time? 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, thank you, Sabrine, for that. So oh yeah, so let me put my little camera thing here and put this down. Thanks, Sabrine. Yeah, so that's the new class, and that'll be the book for that class on Sundays. So let me set my background for this class here, because I just realized I didn't have the right. So that's all for Amazon. And also, don't forget, I'm going to also be adding another class to the book. Another class to our curriculum, Sheikh Kareem Abu Zaid's series of Tafsir, the Muqassidiq, am I saying it right? Muqassidiq. I can't remember the Muqassidiq. Yeah, I always mess it up. But that to get the book one, and that's gonna be a couple of weeks. But I'm working on a jingle. Geechee's gonna give me a jingle, and I'll put out the advertisement for that too. I did talk to Sheikh Kareem, and he said that inshallah, he'll have other books ordered. Because they were selling out. He's ordered some more books, inshallah. So, but those are the two classes. But you can go pick up Sacred Bonds today, and they'll ship it to you within if you're a Prime member, you'll get it in 2 days, inshallah. All right, so let's get started. Today we're beginning the next chapter of the book, Diluting Wala Wal Bara. And again, this book can be purchased at Amazon as well. Yeah, let me put that there. There it is. Yeah, you see that? Diluting Wala Wal Bara by Sheikh Kareem Abu Zaid. You can purchase. This is volume 2. You can purchase this at Amazon too. Get the red pill, not the blue pill. The red pill. Get the blue one too for later, because we're gonna go back over the first of this series. But this is the red one. It's $19.99. It's on Amazon too. And so what we're gonna do today is in this chapter, Sheikh Kareem Abu Zaid continues. he continues speaking about how important it is for us as Muslims to have a curriculum. When we design our curriculum to educate ourselves and our youths about this religion, that the curriculum that we have consists of wala wal bara, which is allegiance and disassociation. And today what I'm going to do is go over some more recommendations that Sheikh Kareem gives as to what we should incorporate into any curriculum. And that applies to a website like mine. You know, my website is founded upon La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah. Everything in my website relates to wala wal bara. Okay, and we emphasize, you know, understanding this religion the way the companions did. And there's other classes we should have too, like we have, which are Sirah classes about the companions, about the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We have Hadith classes here. We also have Quran interpretation classes here. And even we have a class on how to learn how to read the Quran here. But there's other things that can be incorporated as well. So let me put the PowerPoint up on the screen. And for the kids, yes, make sure you kids have me on the big screen TV. And for the parents, screenshot my PowerPoints so that at the end of the class, you can print them out and staple them together and then paper clip them to pages 307, I think. I'm going to put this down. Okay, let me put the PowerPoint up. I'll tell you what pages exactly. Hold on, yes, okay. I'm reading these text messages too. The people on Rumble are texting me, mashallah, okay, because I cannot see what they type. Rumble and Odyssey and Mixcloud. I'm also streaming on Mixcloud too. Rumble, Odyssey, and Mixcloud are the only platforms that I cannot read what they are typing, or see what they are typing. But for the other platforms, I can. So, but there are certain people that I have given my phone number to text me on those platforms, that they're regular students that come every day. Yeah, so these are the pages. Here the pages are, sister. Oh, that's Savannah. Savannah, you on Rumble today? Oh, Savannah's texting me. Savannah's usually on Facebook. What you doing on Rumble? Okay, well, Savannah wanted to know what pages. Yeah, because I didn't post it up. Pages 303 through 308 is for today. She says she likes Rumble. Oh, mashallah, I like Rumble too. Yeah, so she's on pages, she's on Rumble watching. Yeah, well, anybody else in Rumble, Savannah, tell them if they can type to you. If they have any questions or comments, type their questions or comments to you, and then you can text me because you got my personal phone. Yeah, if anybody else joins. Yeah, I got I don't have that many followers, but I think I got, 30 followers on Rumble. So, yeah, just text them there, guys, and Savannah will text me. Okay, so pages 303 to 308. Everybody can see? All right, and we're going to be speaking about, again, he's continuing in these pages with how to preserve or protect the Fitra, the Muslim identity, through Islamic education. Let's take a look and see what the Sheikh has to say in this chapter. And he begins by speaking about how central to Islamic education is the sacred task of protecting and nurturing your Fitra. Everything is about keeping the Fitra ignited. Everything that we do is focused around nurturing the Fitra of our heart. What is the Fitra? The Fitra is the natural inclination that we have as human beings to be attracted to what is good, to be attracted to what is clean, The fitra is the natural inclination that we have as human beings to reverence the one who created us, which is Allah. That's why it's wrong when you hear Muslims refer to themselves as being reverts. That's not what you are. You're not a revert. You're a convert to this religion, because revert means to go back to your original substance. For example, to go back to a liquid condensity. You guys are not an element. You're a human being. You're saying that you're reverting back to a sperm drop. You're reverting back to an egg. This is the wrong English word. But of course, the Americans were the ones that began this journey of using the word revert. Americans haven't spoken English in centuries, and Americans are good for butchering up and coming up with their own slang, what they call it, slang, hip hop culture way of speaking. So you're not a revert, you're a convert. You convert is the English word that means to embrace a new way of life, to embrace a new ideology. That's a convert, not a revert. Okay, just like yesterday when I spoke about the difference between being famous and being notorious. A lot of people hear the word notorious and you think that it means something bad. Well, that's part of what it means. But when you really look at the meaning of notorious in the dictionary, notorious means to be famous or to be well known, but not in a good way. To be well known in a bad way. And a bad way not meaning that you're a bad person. But notorious means being well known because you tip the scales. Because you're not like anyone else. Because what you're doing is different than anyone else. And I just put that out. Muslim women, we're not supposed to be famous. We're supposed to be notorious. As Muslim women, we don't attract or bring attention to ourselves in a good way. Okay? We bring attention to ourselves because we make a new standard. We are known for something that's not accepted or liked by everyone else. For example, me, my dawah. I am notorious for my dawah because my dawah is different than the other women. You've never heard a woman speak like me. You've never heard another woman shake your heart. You've never heard a woman break this religion down to you in plain English and base it all on Quran and Sunnah unapologetically. And she doesn't try to sugarcoat it, nor does she show the sweetness of herself. That's notoriety. That's notoriety. Okay, well, same with that convert and revert. You're not a revert, you're a convert. We got to learn the English language better. But anyway, everything we do when it comes to seeking knowledge, this religion should focus on nurturing our fitra, keeping us connected with Allah. Okay? And again, Sheikh Kareem Abu Zaid has given us many examples. For example, he said, first let me go over this hadith. This is the hadith that many of you misconstrue the meaning of. A lot of you people, it was the African Americans who began using the word revert, just like the African Americans began using the word polygyny. They say, well, since they based on this hadith, I'm going to say I am a revert. It's the hadith where the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said every child is born with the true faith, the true belief. In other words, every child is born with the natural inclination to be attracted to what is good, what is clean, and to believe in Allah and to know that Allah is in charge. That we come into this world with that characteristic. But as we grow, the parents convert you to become either a Christian or a non-believer or an atheist. So when you read this hadith, a lot of Muslims say, well, since I'm born a Muslim. No, that's not what it means. We're born in submission to Allah, but you are a fetus. You are incapable of taking care of yourself. Okay? Your parents raise you. You got to look at the rest of the hadith. You don't just take one word and play with it. Before we were put in the womb of your mother, where were you? The soul was in paradise. The souls of all the creation is kept in a place in paradise known only by Allah. So Allah, when your mother got pregnant with you, Allah had the angels take your soul and put it in her womb. Okay? Then you became a piece of flesh. And then you came into this world dependent on your parents to provide, maintain, teach you, educate you. Because whatever we experienced when we were up there with Allah, we forgot. We don't remember what went on up there. We don't remember anything up there. So you come into this world, new, having to learn all over again. And if your parents don't teach you correctly, you end up adapting a lifestyle, a belief system, an existence that totally contradicts that inclination that's deep within you. So you become a convert, not a revert. Everybody understand? So this is the hadith that people misconstrue the meaning of. Okay, so it's the natural inclination of every human being to believe in Allah. But unfortunately, the reality is most human beings don't. Even though we're inclined to that, most of us don't grow up and don't believe in him. That's why it's going to be more of us in hell than paradise. Okay. So also we have this verse in the Quran where Allah says in the interpretation of the meaning, direct your face towards the religion that inclines to the truth and adhere to the natural inclination of Allah upon which he created all people. So this verse of the Quran is the dalil for what I'm telling you guys too. When we were originally created, our souls were created and they're kept wherever Allah keeps them. And the souls are in submission. But we don't remember none of that stuff when we come into this world. We don't remember nothing about paradise, about the angels. We don't know what we were doing. Sometimes our souls connect. You might meet a person in this world and you don't understand what it is about that person, but you feel attracted to that person, though the souls may recognize another soul. That's that deja vu. But as far as the natural inclination, that stuff is gone because the parents, if the Fitra is not nurtured, it dies out. If your Fitra, that natural inclination, is not fed and nourished, it dies out. Everybody understand that? So that's why you're not a revert, you're a convert. If your mother raised you differently. Okay, so I hope this is clear. So, every day of our life here on this planet is should be lived trying to reconnect with that inner disposition, trying to reconnect with that natural inclination to submit. And as the child grows up, or as the person, when a person converts to Islam, what you learn, should reflect our Islamic values. Everything we learn should reflect what our behavior, our morality, and all of that should be. Okay? For example, Allah, out of his mercy, he doesn't just leave us here helpless. Allah has sent messengers, and I'm not talking about prophets. I'm talking about messengers amongst the people. There are messengers amongst the people here on earth today that can help to awaken your natural inclination. And not only has Allah sent people to remind you of what your purpose is on this earth, but also Allah has sent many signs too. The signs in the universe, the sunset, looking at a sunset, watching how the sun sets and seems to sink into the ocean without sinking in the ocean. When you look at a mountain, this is why I love the mountains. They stand so regal, keeping this earth from flying out into space. When you look at the animals and how they communicate non-verbally with each other and how they survive on instinct, Allah sends signs to us to let us know, again, to look within ourselves and make that connection back to him. Even though the Fitra doesn't remember what went on when it was kept by Allah, but Allah gives us signs out of his mercy to reconnect. Listen to what Allah says in the interpretation of the meaning. We will show them our signs in the universe, and we will show them our signs within themselves until it becomes manifest to them that this Quran is the truth. See how merciful our Lord is. Even though Allah already knows that most of us are going to be in hell forever because we denied him and his existence, he still gives us sign after sign after sign to make that reconnection back with him, to him. Okay? So, the Muslim curriculum, whenever we develop a curriculum for a website, a school, or anything else, or even a masajid, if you're a mosque, you want to put up design courses, to help keep the Muslims on track. There are certain things, that we can do, certain things that we should incorporate. We talked about some of these yesterday. For example, you want to create a learning environment that is safe, that is respectful and welcoming. You want to create an environment where the students can explore, question, and strengthen their faith without fear of being ridiculed or judged. I was talking to you guys yesterday. When I turn on these cameras, y'all don't know, I have a 24-hour Zoom room. I spend most of my time interacting with my students in my Zoom room. The way I talk to them in my Zoom room is not the way I'm speaking to you now. Right now, I'm speaking to a lot of people. There's a lot of people watching me. There's a lot of people listening to me. And 70% of the people listening are men. So I have to be rough and tough. I have to be, because this is a command from my Lord. I have to be notorious, not famous. Okay? But when I cut off this computer and leave you guys, my students are here. My voice changes. I'm not rough and tough with my students. I joke with them. We laugh. I get personal with them, ask them about their families. We make fun of each other in a nice way, the way the prophet did with his companions. And my students don't have no fear of interacting with me. They have no fear of that. And that's how you want the environment to be with other Muslims. You don't want other Muslims to be intimidated around you on that type of level. Now, publicly, as a Muslim woman, when I go public, I'm going to always be intimidating. But once the cameras are off, once I'm in my home and my Zoom room is my home, the lights go off, and hey, what's up? How's everybody doing? What happened with Brother Man today? You know, oh, we laugh and have a good time. This is how the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was with his companions. And this is how the companions were with each other. This is how the Muslim women were with each other. I'm talking to you sisters. Whenever the women left their homes, they had to be strong, rough and tough and intimidating. They were warriors. But when the women were together interacting with each other, they were soft. They showed that raw, that innermost sweetness. As Muslim women, we showed the innermost sweetness with each other, with our sisters in Islam. Not men, our sisters in Islam. The only man that should see that innermost sweetness of you is your husband. And I don't have any brothers in my Zoom room except the two kids who grew up here, okay? And also, so you want to establish a nurturing environment where the people can be safe, they can feel respected, and they can interact, explore, ask questions free of fear. And also the environment should include having role models and mentors for the kids and for the adults. You want to have educators or teachers who are not just knowledgeable of the religion, but who are examples, who represent a great example of Islamic values. And I tell you guys all the time, Dr. Ibrahim Jamali and his wife, Ayin, subhanallah, if you guys can see how Jamali and Ayin interact together, they are two great role models and mentors for a Muslim marriage. How should a Muslim man behave with his wife publicly? And how should a Muslim woman behave with her man publicly? Look at Jamali and his wife, Ayin. They hold hands. Oh, yeah. They hold hands. And they're close to each other. He doesn't move without having his eye on her. She always acts so respectable. She carries herself with dignity. She carries herself with balance. She's beautiful. And he's handsome. Jamali is a tall, handsome man. Yeah, he looks sickly sometimes when he gets all not taking care of himself. But when he's with his wife, Jamali's about 6'2". He's 6'2". He's a tall man. He ain't no short Arab. He's tall. And his wife, Ayin, is probably about my height. She's about 5'7". They look good together. They hold hands. SubhanAllah. When they sit down, he pulls her chair out and for her to sit down. When they order food together, they eat from the same plate. They'll order one meal, a steak, baked potato, vegetables, and they share that one plate together. They're like one unit, looking out for each other. So you want to have role models and mentors around that you can learn from. You can learn from looking at Jamali and his wife. If I had a husband, I'd be a great role model too. Because like I told you guys yesterday, that softness, you ain't going to see that from Laila when I'm giving my dawah. My dawah is supposed to be given the way I give it publicly because I got too many men following me. But when in this Zoom room, this is my sisters. I relax. If I was married, I'd be just like Jamali and his wife. You'd see me standing there with my husband. I make a move when my husband makes a move. Okay? You would know who the leader is. Even though we're one unit, even though Jamali and Ayin are one unit, you know that he is her protector. He is her nourisher. and you look at her and know that she is his helpmate. She is his second half. She got his back. He got her front and her back. And I would be the same way with my husband. You'd probably say, wow, Laila, yeah, I know my role. And everybody should know their role. So you want to have educators who are not just knowledgeable of this deen, but who also embody the Islamic values with real life examples as to how our faith should be enacted every day. Y'all understand that? Also, you want to provide emotional and moral education. You know, Islam is not just a religion. You guys hear me say that all the time. Islam is not just a religion, but it's also a beautiful way of life. Okay? Islam teaches us how to handle ourselves in all situations. It teaches empathy, compassion, honesty. Remember when Aisha, radiallahu anha, was asked about the personality of the Prophet, she said he was an example of the Quran. He was a living, walking Quran. So you want to be a person who is honest. In fact, you will find if you're a person that's honest, because nowadays we're living in the days of fitan, the days in which Islam has become strange, the sunnah forgotten. If you're an honest person today, that's looked as a bad quality. You will hear people say, oh, she's brutally honest. He's brutally honest. The believer cannot lie. Like the Prophet Muhammad said, the believer can commit any sin but one. The one thing that a believer cannot do is lie or be dishonest. And that people will look at you as being brutal, brutally honest. She's not capable of stealing. She's not capable of lying on her income tax. You know how many people used to make fun of me at my job? All the money I used to make, they say, Laila, why don't you lie and put them your grandkids? I couldn't do that. I only carried one grandchild, and that was my oldest grandson. And that wasn't a lie because I did take care of him. I did send money to buy his clothing. I took care of him and Jayla. I paid for him and Jayla's school. I had them in Muslim school. Y'all didn't know that. I also bought all their clothes and everything. So it wasn't no lie. I supported him. But when people told me to add to my other grandkids, I said, I can't do that. That's a lie. That's cheating. And I might get caught. I might be in jail. And that's why I don't get no money back. Now that I retired, you know, I owe the government every year. I owe the government every year. And people are like, Laila, you better lie. I can't lie. I can't do that. That's the sign. That's how you know. A lot of sisters ask me, how do you know when you reach that level? I tell you, do you cheat? Do you lie? Do you scheme? If you cheat, lie, scheme, you got a lot of growth to do. I don't cheat. I don't lie. I don't scheme. Okay? I'm brutal. Remember, they call me, I'm notorious. She's brutally honest. Oh, yes, I am. I own it. I'll own it. So you want to have a curriculum that teaches, you know, the correct character and behavior that we Muslims should have. Remember, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us, the best amongst us are those who have the best manners, the best character. So whatever type of educational system you have set up in your mosque or in your website, it should also include the ethics, the morality, the manners and characteristics of Islam that were exemplified by our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his companions. Okay? You don't want to have an environment of bullying. You don't want to have an environment of putting people down because of their race, their color. And this is a big problem here in America in the Muslim schools. The racism in the Muslim schools is horrible. They treat the kids from Africa. They treat the black people badly. And y'all know I ain't lying. That's why I have no respect for these famous speakers here in America. I'm sorry. These Arabic famous speakers, I don't have respect for them because I know what goes on in their mosques. Because the black people in their mosques are sitting right in here in my website telling me about what they allow to happen in their schools. They're racist. You Arabs got to get over that racism. And I ain't talking about the ones from North Africa. I'm talking about you other Arabs, Palestinians. I'm going to keep it real. A lot of you Palestinian Arabs here in America are racist. And you want to know why Allah keeps sending his trials. Stop being racist towards the black children in your communities. Stop being racist to the black women in your communities. And the black men shake his hand. Brother is African American. He converts to Islam, comes to the mosque to pray, and he's happy to go to be around Muslims and goes to give you salams, and you won't return it because he's black, because he's African American. But when that Arabic person comes in, oh, you salam him. When that Pakistani comes in, you salam him, but you're going to leave the African American brother standing there? Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, guys, I speak the truth. And that's why I have no respect for these famous brothers y'all be pushing around. I ain't got no respect for them. Not all of them are like that. Sheikh Kareem Abu Zaid's not racist. He's not racist, guys. He'll hug you and everything. Okay? Sheikh Morsi is not racist. Brother Daryl Kirk is part of his community and he's African American. He'll tell you Sheikh Morsi ain't like that. Okay? Dr. Ali is not like that. But then again, they're North Africans. They're Egyptians. That's weird. We got to work on that as an ummah here in America. All right? Also, whatever educational system you have going at the mosque or your website, it should integrate the Quran and, of course, the hadiths. Hadith classes, understanding the Quran classes. Okay? Everything should focus around those two things because the only two sources of Islam is the Quran and the Hadiths. That's it. Scholarly views is not a source. I repeat, the views of the scholars is not a source of Islam. I repeat again, scholarly views, fatwas are not sources of Islam. There's only two sources, as the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the book of Allah and me, my sunnah. Those are the only two sources in Islam. Can't no scholar change this religion and tell you that you have a choice. You can either begin Ramadan with a local sighting or you can look for the one moon. Who said that? That's not Islam. That's not what Allah said. That's not what the Prophet said, but that's what a lot of you Muslims around the world are doing. Many of you are choosing local sightings. You have disobeyed Allah, disobeyed the Prophet, but you followed an opinion of somebody else. Shame on you. So whatever educational curriculum we have, it should have be based around the Quran and the Hadiths, not fatwa, not scholarly opinions. Okay? And also, there should be a holistic approach taken too. What does that mean? That means your curriculum should focus on spiritual, intellectual, and physical development for the kids. You know, I say taekwondo classes. Oh, yeah. And my website, I encourage all my kids. I tell all the parents here to put your children, your girls and boys, in taekwondo classes. Because being able to protect yourself physically is important, especially in this day and age. And it's also something that the Prophet ﷺ encouraged. He said we should be distinct and we should be prepared to defend ourselves, defend this religion if we have to. So self-defense classes. Plus, they're also good for your physical development too. It'll help you to stay in shape. Okay, it'll help to keep your health good. So these are just some more suggestions that Sheikh Kareem Abu Zaid has come up with in this chapter as to how to develop an Islamic curriculum that will also nurture and nourish the Fitra, that innate inclination within us, you know, to submit to Allah. Okay, any questions or comments? Yeah, I want you sisters to remember, Sister Lucy asked about touching in public. I wanted to remind everyone, anytime a person tells you that something is haram, or we can't do something, they have to bring the clear evidence. The clear evidence is not a fatwa from Sheikh Famous. The clear evidence is the verse from the Quran that clearly says that that thing cannot be done. Or the authentic hadith from the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that clearly says that thing cannot be done. So if I cannot touch my husband in the public, you have to bring the verse from the Quran where Allah says, thou shalt not touch your spouse in the public. Or it has to be a clear hadith that says the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said the women and men of this nation cannot touch each other publicly. And if there is no such verse, then the Prophet Muhammad said that means it's lawful. He said the things that Allah has not mentioned, the things that I have not mentioned, that means they're good and clean and they're lawful. And most things in life are lawful. So anyone that tells you that you can't touch your wife, first of all, you listening to a fanatic. That's a person that's a fanatic. And I want y'all to stay away from those fanatical Muslims. Those fanatical Muslims will have you with the Al-Qaeda group. Number two, that's a sign that the person got a problem with women. If you got a man telling you that he can't touch you publicly, that should be a no-no sign, letting you know that this man is probably abusive. 9 times out of 10, this is a man who's going to deny me my rights as a woman. This is a man that's going to try to break me. This is a man who has no gentleness about him. Because only a harsh man would think to not protect his wife publicly. And how can you protect a person publicly if you can't touch him and grab him? Just like when you sisters go grocery shopping with your children, don't you hold your children's hand? Y'all see how Islam, this is the Fitrah. The Fitrah is the natural inclination within us. If I take my grandchildren shopping with me, even though they 12 years old, if I see a car coming or something, I'm going to push my kid back, or I'm going to grab him and pull him over here. That's the natural inclination. That's the Fitrah. So now, anybody that tells you that your husband can't touch you, so that means that some man coming to hurt us, my husband can't grab me? Are you crazy? Y'all women, you sisters have to think so you don't end up with these bad men. A man tell you that he can't touch you publicly, that's a man that's going to leave you standing. I've had a man do that to me. I've had a man do that to me. I had a husband do that to me. He left me standing to take the blow. What happened after that? Divorce. Oh yeah, he got divorced. I learned that lesson. Yeah, any man that tells you, sisters, that he can't hold your hand publicly, that's a man that's going to leave you standing there to get shot, killed. All he care about is himself. That's a bad dude. Because even the Prophet, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, used to walk his wives home and he would hold their hand. Even a Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam would put his body over his wife's body to protect them publicly, to screen them publicly. So that's the sign of a brute. You women better learn how to read the language. See, y'all young. I'm an old woman. I've been around for over 60 years, so I know the game. I keep forgetting that y'all in y'all's 20s, 30s, and 40s. You women are young and inexperienced. That's why it's good to have an older woman. Hello, we done been there and done that. We learned. Yeah. That's why women like older men too. That's why some women prefer an older man. He's been there and done that too. Then you got some women like me, the cougars. You got the cougars too. I'm a cougar. All right. I had to throw some jokes in there. All right. Yeah. Any questions? Yeah. But I hope that answered the question. Yeah. Anybody that told you that your husband can't touch you, he's a liar and he's a brute. Tell that man to take a hike. Don't marry him because he's going to leave you standing there when people coming to kill you. I was there. Fresno, no. Left me there. Oh! God, I still have nightmares about that. Bad choice. Okay, any other questions? Yeah, this sister here said the same thing happened to her too. Yeah, you know, that's one of the signs. When we do our marriage class on Sundays, I'm going to let you sisters know, we're going to talk about that because there are signs you can look for that will tell you that this dude ain't worth marrying. You know, that's a question that you might want to ask. Have your guardian ask the dude. Have your guardian ask him. You know, if you and my daughter were out in the public, would you hold her hand? Do you think it's haram for a man to hold hands with his wife in the public? Do you think it's haram for a man to show affection to his wife in the public? That's a good question that you sisters want your guardian to ask a man before you marry. That's a question I do ask now. Oh yeah, I put that on my list because it only a good Muslim. We don't fall into the same hole twice. When I fell into that hole, anybody else? That's one of the questions I ask. Are you going to be my protector? Are you going to champion me? Or are you going to leave me standing there by myself? Because you off on the side looking, because you think that I'm less than you and it's just a woman. Let her die. She only served one purpose. Sad. Yeah. I know the sisters here saying that's right, Layla. Tell them these young girls. Yeah, these young girls they don't know. We older sisters, we know what we're talking about. Yeah. Any other questions? The 9 o'clock class today is the signs of the last hour. Yeah, guys. So I'll be doing the signs of the last hour tonight. Yeah, inshallah. Oh, you want to see the book again? Okay, hold on. Okay, and don't forget, she wants to see the book. This is the new book. Hold on. Did I put the picture up? Sacred Bonds. Yeah, go to Amazon. It's only $13. You want to order this book, Sacred Bonds by Brother Daryl Kirk. It's $13 on Amazon. This class will start at 9 p.m. Sunday, and I will be covering Muslim marriage and family. Yes. Y'all see the picture? That's how it looks. Yeah, Sunday. You got it? Yeah. Yeah, $13. And it's over 300 pages. Well worth the $13. Mm-hmm. You got yours too, Mina? Yours came in. You like it? So do you like it so far? Did you look through it? I know you glanced through it. Do you like it? What do you think, Mina? I know you glanced through it.
Yeah, it's good. It looks like it's kind of looked like the same one from the first one. You know, the one that we got for the kids. It kind of looked like that, but yeah, it's good.
You look at the topics, you see the chapters, you like what it's gonna cover and stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's gonna be Sunday, guys. It's $13. Go to Amazon.com. Did you get Kareem Abu Zaid's too? Sabrine.
Yeah, it didn't come into the 5th though.
Yeah, Sabrine got hers. She got the one that she ordered from Kareem's too. The new book of Kareem's too.
She got hers that fast?
Yeah, Sabrine, turn your camera on. Look at this book, y'all. Yeah, you know, are you a Prime member?
Yeah, but they still said mine is going to come between July the 1st and the 5th.
Well, she just got hers today. Sabrine, Sabrine, you in here? You know Sabrine, y'all. Where's her mic? Sabrine.
Yeah.
Turn your camera on again. Let me fix it again. Hold on. Wait a minute. Okay, let's see. Okay, turn your camera on again. Let them see how that show them how Kareem's book look.
Okay.
Can y'all see? Okay, hold his book. Look at this one, Mina. It's big too. Okay, no, Kareem Abu Zaid's book, the Makadisic. There it is. Take it back though, so you can see. Go back. Okay, show the side so you can see the side. Look how thick that one is. And open up, show the inside. And look, this is why I like the inside. Show the inside too. This is why I like this book. Y'all see, ain't nothing like a book. He'll give you the surah of the Quran with the hadith as an explanation. Y'all see that? And see, he's giving you what the companions, the same way that when I do tafsir with y'all, I use the hadiths, the explanation from the Prophet, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And that's what he's doing. Yeah, look at that. Ain't that nice? That's why I'm telling you guys, ain't nothing like the real book to hold in your hand. And this is the book I'm going to be teaching for the new series, Sheikh Kareem Abu Zaid, guys. For those of you, who don't have that book, I did talk to Sheikh Kareem. He said that he told them to order some new ones in. So there should be some new ones in. That might be why yours won't be until July.
Probably because Sabrine is in LA. I don't know, because they got that shop there.
She must have got the last book before he ordered the new ones. Because remember, they only had 15 or 11.
Yeah, we ordered it on the same day, though. That's crazy.
Unless somebody here beat y'all to it, because that every time I go with a book and people go by it,
That's true. Everybody start ordering them, even those that's not in the class.
Even though they ain't in the class and ain't gonna read it, and won't understand. They think they can teach themselves the deen. They'll buy the book and look at like, what this stuff mean? So that lets that happen. Yeah. Subhanallah. Yeah, well, alhamdulillah. Yeah, so that class will be on Sundays, guys. The one with Abdullah Kirk. Make sure y'all order that one now. The Kareem's class will be the new class of Kareem Abu Zaid's book. That won't be for a couple of weeks, inshallah. I'm gonna finish up and join in the good. Okay, guys, I'm going to log out for right now. Make sure that everybody's back here at 9. At 9 p.m., we'll be doing the signs of the last hour. We're going to talk about the war against Islam. All right, so subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta